It's about 10:15 in the morning on the 21st of May 2011 on board Miss Marley out in the Gulf of Mexico. I was motoring this morning because the wind was calm, but now we got about 5 knots, I suppose, maybe a little bit less. From about 035, 020. I've got the mainsail, the staysail, and the drifter out, trying to catch as much wind as I can. Can't put up any more sail than that. That's the maximum I've got. Trying to catch everything. Headed on a course of about 330, 300. Between those two. Autopilot engaged. Heading back to Pensacola. Partly sunny, partly cloudy. We got some pretty, I'd say maybe from the bottom to the top, 6-foot swells coming in through here. They're just swells from some storm way off to the southwest. Rocking the boat every once in a while. Some of them are up to 6 feet, maybe higher. But they're just swells, they're not really waves. I got a fishing line out with a lure. See if I can catch something. It's warm. I wouldn't say it's hot. As long as I stay in the shade. A little bit of breeze, we're okay. Nobody out here anywhere. Just Miss Marley and me. I'm about, I'd suppose, 80 miles south of Panama City. Heading to the northwest to Pensacola. Kind of a wreck down below where I've been sleeping and keeping sails and putting on clothes and taking off clothes. Had to get up a couple times last night. We jibed in the fluky wind, but we made some distance last night. I won't say how much. I mean, I won't say very much, but we made some. So everything going okay. My only problem is I'm about out of ice, and I like a cold soda once in a while. So those hours are numbered. But the old time sailors did without ice, and I suppose I can too. As long as I got wind. Boy, when the wind dies completely, that's frustrating. Hearing the sails slapping back and forth, that's no fun at all. So as long as I got some wind, I can put up with a lot. I'm always torn between whether it's better to have too much wind or not enough wind. They're both about equally bad. I mean, with too much wind, you can take your sails down and heave to. And with no wind, you take your sails down and heave to. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Never get it quite right, I guess. When these big swells come through, I'll try to give you an idea what they look like. I'll put the camera down here. See how far down we go. Here comes one. Here comes a little one. Just every once in a while. There must be a storm down there towards Texas or Mexico, wherever this stuff is coming from, creating these large swells. I don't know. But every once in a while a pretty big one comes through. Haven't seen any dolphin porpoise this morning, but I had a bunch with me yesterday. Probably more dolphin than I've ever seen. Probably 25, 30 of them all swimming together. Pretty quiet out here. Okay, here comes a pretty big one. Can you see that? It's hard to get these things on camera. Okay, here's a good one. Whoa, that's a good 6-footer. 6 to 8 footer. But anyway, no problem for us. Once again, as long as the wind stays steady, that's all I ask. Get me home.